Hey, American Contractors, viewers of the American Contractor Show. I'm here with John Dye at Win the Storm, and I have to tell you, anyone that is associated with American Contractor Show, you are a badass.
Big shout out to American Contractor Show. If you don't know, you definitely need to check out the Storm Summit. They're doing it in excellence. Check them out.
Hey, what's up? This is your friend, Francisco Serrano. If you haven't checked it out, American Contractor Show, YouTube channel, Facebook channel, Twitter, Instagram, all the platforms, you need to go them, like them, start learning about your craft.
Hey, I'm Matt Danskin with Restoration Referral System. Check out the American Contractor Show. The truck that they've got is awesome. Everything else that they have going on.
This is Larry Bache with the Northern Law Group, helping policyholders for more than 30 years. If you have a claim or your client has a claim that needs help, please feel free to call the Northern Law Group because we are the true policyholder advocate.
C3 was eager to help us, and even whenever we weren't giving them work, they were still eager to give advice. The things that they were putting out for the changing from DMO to RFG and giving that to the industry and not charging anything for it, I thought was really cool. And that's stuff that I as a contractor appreciate. I'd recommend C3 to any contractor that's looking for a PA, especially if you're around Colorado. Great guys, man. I'm nothing but happy with the work they've done for us.
And good afternoon, everyone. Sorry for the delay. We had some technical difficulties, but we are up and running now. My name is meteorologist Heather Kay, and let's thank our sponsors. First, we got C3 Group, as well as Merlin Law Group and American Contractor. Thank you guys, as always, for sponsoring our videos. So it's going to be another quiet day today, and then as we get into tomorrow and maybe even into Sunday, it should be relatively quiet, at least in terms of severe weather. And we're going to take a look at next week, kind of just to give you a really brief look at what Thanksgiving, as well as the day before and the day after, is going to look like in case you guys are planning on traveling. And then lastly, we will take a look at a few cities for today's roofing forecast. So we do have a few events coming up. The first one is tomorrow down in Norman. This is the OU Iowa State Tailgate. The tailgate itself will begin at 9, and then the game will begin at 11. So we'll have free food, free beer while the game playing. It's all under a tent. So if you haven't gone to these yet, they're a lot of fun. So make sure you come on down. And then next weekend we do have the Bedlam Tailgate. We'll be out in Stillwater for this. And the tailgate will begin at 4, and the game will kick off at 6:30. Boomer sooner. Oh yeah. And then lastly, we do have the Job Nimbus Solutions Summit. That will be in December from the 6th to the 9th down in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico at the Hard Rock Hotel there. So basically it's just Job Nimbus and some speakers that are going to be talking about Job Nimbus and how to utilize this product to the best of their abilities to help you out with all of your needs. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And then we are less than a week away. We are 6 days out from Thanksgiving. It's really exciting. Hopefully it's a bit more normal for everyone this year to get together in person with family, friends, enjoy each other's company, eat some food, maybe watch some football. So let's get a look into our current conditions. For the most part, we are relatively quiet across the lower 48. Some cloud cover across the middle of the country, a few showers here and there. And then this is the system that brought some showers and a rumble thunder, as well as some wintry precipitation the last few days. That has moved off the coast. Some leftover showers, as well as some snow showers, are still falling here in the northeast. And some of that is kind of lake effect, as well as those cold winds from the north are crossing the lakes and bringing that precipitation. So let's zoom on into this area first. Can still kind of see that spin here. And again, that system is moving off the coast. This is the cold front, so that's already passed, but some leftover showers and snow showers, as well as some lake effect precipitation ongoing there. And then going out to the west, we do have a system bringing some showers and a few thunderstorms, as well as some snow and some mixed precipitation in those colder areas. So let's take a look at our temperatures. Speaking of colder weather, very chilly in the northern part of the country. It's only 40 in Fort Wayne, 37 in Minneapolis, and all that cold air is also out in the northwest. As you get into the southern part of the U.S., though, it is a bit better, although still relatively chilly. It's only 59 or 61, in Atlanta. A little bit warmer, though, as you get down into Miami with a 72-degree temperature right now. Temperatures struggling to getting up to 60 right now in Dallas. You're only at 57, 62 though in Houston. So it's a little bit warmer here in the southern half, but it's still relatively chilly. It is November after all, though, right? And taking a look at our dew points, extremely dry. Only dew points in basically the upper teens to lower 20s for most of us across the United States. The exceptions, though, we have a 53-degree dew point, although still pretty comfortable in Los Angeles, and the sticky spot is down in Miami with a 71-degree dew point. So let's take a look at our watches and warnings and advisories. We do have a few across the United States. Not too crazy, though. We have some winter weather advisories out with that low pressure system here in Idaho, as well as parts of western Montana. And we still have some wind advisories, as well as some red flag warnings out here from Wyoming down into Colorado. And then these are frost advisories that are in effect right now from Mississippi into eastern Georgia and parts of South Carolina. So not too incredibly busy of a day, just some watches and warnings here and there. So no severe weather is anticipated today, so no severe hail or wind. And as we get into tomorrow, same deal, no severe weather is expected. Now the last few days I've mentioned Sunday, and there could be a few storms in the south, like along Mississippi and Alabama, but nothing is expected to be severe with this system. So let's take a look at the upper part of the atmosphere. This is our jet stream. You can see really no major systems are going to be impacting the U.S., at least for the next day or two. This is the trough that brought the precipitation in the eastern part of the U.S. That is moving out and into Canada, but you can see we have another one coming on in. This is Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Time. Still nothing is anticipated in terms of active weather, severe weather, but as we get into Sunday, you can see this trough continues to dig. Cold air will be coming south from Canada, and as we get into Monday here, that system will start to continue to dig and move on to the east, and more cold air will come on south. Sunday into Monday, it looks like it's going to be, I'll show you in just a second, quite a mess in the eastern half. So if you are traveling, make sure you plan ahead. And as we get into Tuesday, that system will move off to the east. And then we have another one that will be moving on into the western part of the U.S. starting our Tuesday. And then getting into Wednesday, you can see more cold air is going to be dipping on to the south. And we got to keep an eye on this cutoff low here, especially in the southern part of the U.S. Right now, it doesn't look like it's going to be anything in terms of wintry precipitation. We should stay warm enough. But if you are planning on traveling in the middle of the country, again, I'll show you in just a second, it looks like it's going to be a little bit wet as we get into Thursday and into Friday. So we got to keep an eye on this one as we're still a few days out. This could move too far to the north or south and can basically change what type of precipitation that we see. So let's take a look at our future conditions. We do have these colors here that are temperatures, and then I put the fronts and low pressures and the precipitation on there as well. So right now, that cold front that we've been dealing with the last few days, like I said, is moving off into the Atlantic. We have some snow and colder air wrapping around that low pressure. Otherwise, behind this system, high pressure is in control, but you can see that we do have another new low pressure system in the northern plains here in Wyoming. As we get into tomorrow morning, that low pressure will be moving on to the south, and cold front and warm front will be associated with that. And we also have another low pressure and a cold front in Canada, and look what happens as we get into Sunday. Big mess starts to develop basically Sunday night into Sunday morning. Everything starts to basically congeal together. So Great Lakes down into Illinois, Indiana, southern Missouri into Arkansas, and here in Oklahoma and Texas, it's going to be a little bit of a wet scenario. So nothing is severe in terms of what we're God, I did not get my words right there. No severe weather is expected with this system. It should just be rain, maybe a thunderstorm or two. Man, I really can't talk anyway. So that will be moving on to the east as we get into Monday. High pressure will then move down south from Canada behind that system, bringing some pretty chilly temperatures. But wait, there's more. There's going to be another system coming on down from Canada on Tuesday, and this will potentially bring some messy conditions the day before Thanksgiving as well as after Thanksgiving. So this cold front will be moving on to the east, and you can see some precipitation is expected to develop ahead of this system by Wednesday morning, and then going forward, this is Thursday. Big mess in the south. So if you are planning on traveling basically from Texas to Oklahoma, northward into Missouri, as well as behind it to Denver, you can be seeing some snow on the cold side of this system, and even down into New Mexico. It's going to be a bit of a mess, and as we get into Friday, that mess continues. So yeah, basically, if you're in the south, just keep an eye here at Hail Trace as well as your local weather stations. You guys know the deal. We don't want anyone to get into any major traffic accidents. And then behind that system, same deal. High pressure will set up behind that low pressure system. So it's going to be active. It's that time of the year when we start to see more and more cold fronts. One moves through, cold air comes behind it, another new system. So it's going to be a pretty active week in terms of rain and some wintry precipitation. So just stay tuned to your local areas for updated information, especially as we get closer to Thanksgiving. So let's close out with a few cities for your roofing forecast. It is going to be another nice day here in Denver. Temperatures will get up into the low 60s by 64 by 1 p.m., a little bit cooler at 4 p.m. as that sun starts to get lower in the sky. Temperature is still comfortable at 62, and then we will cool down a little bit. All the cloud cover looks like it's going to be moving in overnight, at least for a little bit. And getting into it, Dallas, same deal. Looks like it's going to be a really nice day. Temperatures in the lower 60s this afternoon, and then we'll cool off a bit overnight. And then lastly here in Oklahoma City, a bit windy. Temperatures though will be around 58 by 4 p.m. So we could be flirting with 60.